What's up YouTube? For today's video, we have a Cramorant sweep. Cramorant is a super cool Pokemon, and it has a very interesting ability which I'm going to be making use for to the absolute max in this video. So this one was a highly commented and liked video in my comment section, so I thought I'd do it. Now, I actually did a PIMPNITE sweep the other day. A lot of you guys didn't see that because YouTube did its thing and didn't send it out properly. So I'll put that one up on the screen, and if you guys want to check that out, the link is in the description. Maybe open a second tab and watch it after this or something like that. I'd definitely love for you to see it. Anyway, if there's a Pokemon sweep you'd like me to do, once again, please leave below in the comment section of the video. I love my audience's feedback. If there's a Pokemon you want to see, guys, like someone else's comment or comment there yourself. Let's get some comments going. And without further ado, let's get into this battle. Once again, people, if you're enjoying the Pokemon Sweep series, drop a like on the video. It definitely helps out my videos, and I very much would appreciate it. So we got a Sork lead here, and I'm leading things off with my little Wonder Trade bug. I mean, surprise trade, man. I always call it Wonder Trade. I'm so used to doing that. Okay, so this thing's got some amazing moves here. We got Sticky Whip, and that's pretty much all I need. So we were just waiting for my opponent to make a move here. It's going to go through a Throat Chop. Guys, I just realized something. I didn't even realize this in the battle, right? I cannot use Supersonic due to Sork's Throat Chop. If you didn't know, Throat Chop obviously, stops those sound-based moves for 3 turns. A very, very interesting mechanic you don't ever get to see. So I couldn't use Supersonic there. God, damn. All right, anyway, so I'm going to have my little worm chopped in. How's that worm still got a head at this point? So it's going to go down there, but that's cool. It set up a web. That's pretty much all I wanted to do. Next Pokemon, we got another surprise trading Pokemon, and Gulp Missile is going to trace out the Sturdy on the Sork. Now, all I'm going to do here is go for Memento. If Sork stays in, it's going to have some negative stats, and if it swaps out, well, the next Pokemon's going to have some negative stats too. That's pretty much all the setup I require for the Cramorant. Cramorant has like a couple of good moves it can use. Now, I tried to go a lot of different sets of this one. I went for a physical, a bulky, a special set. I did many variants of this Pokemon because this is a Pokemon I wanted to do for a very long time. All right, so we got the Centipede on the Center Scorch cut. It's a Centipede anyway. It's going to get its stats lowered there and be a pretty nice swap in for Cramorant. Alright people, it's time for the big bird to land and spit some Pikachus out. Enjoy! Alright people, hope you enjoyed that strategy. That was crazy. So you probably noticed I was firing Pikachus out of my beak all battle there. So I did notice the ability Gulp Missile could work continually if you kept using Endure or Surf or and Dive combination. But we'll get more into that strategy in a sec. I just want to explain the mechanics of Gulp Missile as well if you guys don't understand it, or just curious about like little things like that. Just having a look at my team, we have got Gardevoir, a Blipbug, and a Dusknoir. Now I didn't actually use Dusknoir in this battle, but it was in the team just to see any like items and stuff. Was actually quite handy. It's also a very bulky Pokemon too. So we have Memento, Disable, Haze if they try to set up, disable any annoying moves, and Memento to drop any of the stats of the other Pokemon. Also had Skill Swap too if we had like a Water Absorb Pokemon, so I wouldn't be able to use you know, get my little Pikachu and in my mouth and stuff, so I need to get rid of any Water Absorb Pokemon, you know, stuff like that. I had the Gardevoir, we already seen that, and he had the Blipbug as well. That one's just a sticky web use. That's all it pretty much was, so that could be, you know, useful for anything. Now let's have a look at Cramorant. So my moveset was Surf, Hurricane, Blizzard, and Endure. So on this set, to make the Gulp Missile actually work, I needed Surf or Dive. Let me just you know, explain the mechanics of Gulp Missile. So when you use Surf or Dive, whether you're running a physical or special set, right? In this case, it was a special set. It'll change into its gulping form. So that has like the little Barracuda Pokemon. I forgot the name off the head. You guys know what I mean. Had the little fish in its mouth, basically, right? Now, that's if you got 50%. If you're in your like, you're not below 50%, you're above 50% health, right? So say at the start of the battle, you probably noticed that I had the little fish in my mouth. I fired it off, right? And what that does, right? It does a quarter damage and also drops the defense of a Pokemon by 1 stage. However, when you're in your gorging form, which is below 50% health, you'll get a big Pikachu in your mouth, and it'll do a different effect. It'll do the same amount of damage when it's fired off, and also it'll give paralysis on the opponent like 100% of the time, which is actually very handy. So you can trigger that over and over again. I figured you can do it with you know, Endure, as long as you endure. So you endure the attack, obviously they get hit by the fish or the Pikachu, then you attack with Surf, and then you get your Pikachu back, or whatever you've got, your Pikachu or your fish, right? And that's how I thought to do it over and over and over again. I probably could have ended the battle there a little bit quicker, but I just wanted to use like, you know, the Pikachu over and over. It's actually pretty good at getting around items. Say a Pokemon was very bulky and you had to get around it, it does like an extra bit of damage, and it also paralyzes the opponent too. So if you're running like more of a bulky one, I was actually thinking of running something like a Roost and Stockpile set, you could go ahead and do that one too. I'd say the Pikachu one is probably the most handiest because you can paralyze the opponent, unless if you're running the like a physical one with Dive, you could drop the defense over and over and stuff like that, and you know, you could make use of that of hitting harder if you're running like a physical set. That of course. I don't think there's any other mechanics for Gulp Missile, I have to say. I'm just having a little look here. No, that's everything for Cramorant and Gulping Missile. So if you Gulp Missile, if you haven't heard of that one before, there you go. Now there's not too much else to this Pokemon. As I said, I tried running a physical one, but unfortunately you had to run Dive. So Dive had a problem there. I had like Roost, Dive, so I was trying to like stall the opponent out. I did have a lot of luck with that because there wasn't like a lot of damage, and when I did try to stall, I sort of like time it out before the 20 minutes came up. So that's why I went for the special one. Now we had the weakness policy Endure, which works like amazing, and all the other nice little special moves there. That's pretty much it for the Cramorant explanation. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll catch you next time. Peace.